Hello, and welcome to the Getting Started tutorial for FMiner. This tutorial will walk you through setting up a basic scraping project using FMiner. The first step would be to click on Create a New Project, and when the dialog appears, go ahead and input a name that you want for your project settings. In this case, we're going to use imdb2 and click Save. We will no longer have to save projects in the future as FMiner will automatically save the project as we work. The first thing that I'd like you to take a look at here is where it says Show Images. This can be turned off if you want to reduce the load times, or it can be turned back on if you want to view the website exactly like you would in a web browser with the images enabled. We're going to leave this option turned on for now. The next step is to come up here to the top left and hit the record button. FMiner will now record all of your actions. Come over here to the URL field and right click and paste in the URL that you'd like to begin scraping, and then press the Go To URL button. FMiner will now create a Go To node with the attribute of the page that we want to start with, which is right here. The next thing is to tell FMiner which data we would like to scrape. In this case, we want to scrape all of the movies in the top 250 list on Internet Movie Database. To do this, we start by right-clicking directly over the link, say Open Links, and Group Links with Group Select. Alright, now this is a two-step process. FMiner is now asking us to select the second link in the table so that it can build a pattern for which links we want to scrape, and we're going to go ahead and choose the second link here. You'll see that FMiner selects all of the links in the list. Now, the next thing we want to do in order to start scraping off information off of this page would be to create a new database by clicking the Scrape Page icon over here, and you can see that a new output node has been created. Let's go ahead and give this a name by clicking the Add Table button and call this Output, and we'll click OK. A output table has now been created. Let's go ahead and tell FMiner which data we want to scrape off this page, starting with the name of the movie. We'll right-click over the name of the movie and click on Capture Content, and we will add a new column within our database, and we'll call this Name, and click OK. Let's go ahead and scrape some additional information off of this page as well. Let's go ahead and scrape the director information, Capture Content, come over here, create a new column, call this Director, just like that. Let's do the same thing by capturing the content for writers. Add a new column called Writers. Click OK. And finally, we'll do the same thing for stars by right-clicking, capturing content, adding a column, and calling it Stars. And we'll hit OK. Our basic project is now set up. You can now run the project to begin scraping data. Come up here to Run and hit the Run button. FMiner will now open links in multiple browsers to begin scraping data for all of the movies in the top 250 days. We're going to go ahead and pause the video momentarily while the software goes through and scrapes. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and stop this scraping project now because we're just doing this for a tutorial and we don't actually want to scrape all 250 results. If you were doing a real scraping project, you would let the software continue to run until it finishes. We can see here that the execution has finished and that 10 records have been successfully scraped. We're going to go ahead and click OK. The next step is to view the data that's been extracted, and that could be done by clicking on the Export button up here, and FMiner is telling us that the information has been successfully saved out to this Excel data file right here. We can go ahead and click on this to open this data. Okay, here's the data that's been scraped. We have our movie name, our director, our writers, and our stars. All have been successfully scraped exactly like we wanted. Thank you for watching.